So, here we are in Bill, about to go for a little drive. Pan slowly, Daddy, my daughter told me. And as 15-year-olds are now in charge and are experts in all things to do with lenses, I shall endeavour to do what she suggested and pan slowly. Another beautiful day, beautiful countryside, Sussex at its best. Pan slowly, got to remember to pan slowly. God, difficult. Especially when everything's about to green up, so you can still just about see through everybody's hedge and be a nosy bugger looking at what they're getting up to. So you're tempted to quickly look one way and then the other. Sorry, darling, can't always pan slowly. Anyway, Bill is trotting along very nicely. Temperature never seems to come up much beyond the sort of 1/8 mark. Fuel gauge hopelessly unreliable as always. Got lots of fuel when you're going uphill, almost none when you're going downhill. A little bit when you go around a left-hand bend, virtually nothing when you go around a right-hand bend. God forbid if you go uphill and around a right-hand at the same time. So you just keep it above a quarter of a tank, basically. Anyway, as you can witness, as you will bear witness, Bill does everything he's supposed to really quite well. Roman villa, that's my sort of era, according to my children. Very nice and quiet, very responsive. A couple of squeaks from underneath here and there. The seatbelt next to me rattles a bit. But hey ho, we want company, don't we? Radio works, haven't tried the CD player. Roman villa. There we are, that's the way we'll go. A decent pub there as well. Madam, do you mind? You've got children in the back as well. I think you'd have a bit more respect, me old fruit. So there's the one thing about this camera, you've got it on film, haven't you, if they come around hurting like that. There's some rich gits around here, aren't there? Any minute it's going to chuck it down because behind me are the thickest, blackest clouds, and yet this is just lovely. I'm making conversation. The only disadvantage of the country lanes, they're not quite wide enough for two of us. Still, gives us a chance to look. Panning slowly again. I think it's now that wine has got so expensive in France that everybody's got their own vineyard in this country. It's astonishing. Gives me an idea, actually. Pan slowly, Daddy. Oh, God, she'll kill me. BMW this time. Bound to be rude. Driving too fast, wrong side of the road. Thank you. See what I mean? But this is Bill at his best. Pumping along. That's the Roman villa. Maybe you're in the area. I'm boring you all to death. It's quite exciting though, isn't it? Having to start and stop and go here and go there. Oh, she smokes. Oh dear. Anyway, I might as well turn around, I suppose. Pan slowly, Daddy. She didn't think about turning round when she told me that, did she? How can you pan slowly when you're trying to do that? Silly cow. You see what I mean about the clouds? You're going to catch up with me in a minute, and then we'll test the wipers. The question that occurs to one is that if one were wearing this camera and one had an accident and it were one's fault, would one cough up and say, "Oi, governor, look at this. It proves it's my fault." Bit of a conundrum, that one. I'll have to ask the vicar. You do feel an astonishing sense of freedom in these things. Not only are you free to stop wherever you want and have a cup of tea or whatever it is you want to do, if she'll play, you can also just break down with the sure and certain hope that you're never going to be bored. You just put something, a tape player, a CD in a tape player or whatever it is, sing to yourself quietly and wait for the RAC man. Not that I think this one's going to break down. I sometimes go out to some of them and think, oh dear, I'm not sure I'll go too far in that one, but Bill's certainly not one of them. He's been cared for. Anyway, you have Bill.